afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on Fameable Approach. No Monday Novice fight. There's sort of the usual problem that happens when there's, not really one being cast. It's a lot of the same stuff I've already sort of extensively covered again, work on your cover usage, work on your unit preservation. Also, a lot of them are like, again, mixed allies. Or basically, 50 minutes long, which again, when it comes to a novice fight, though, means usually, again, it's just dragged on for no good reason. Or in a few cases, they're also basically one side dominating the other. I mean, they also need to be a bit interesting to watch, otherwise there's not really going to be much purpose in sort of trying to use them as educational material, because no one's going to bother watching them. I mean, remember, entertainment, or at least sort of being able to watch it, is a part of it as well. Anyways, we'll be watching here Fortune fighting for the SS Kampfgruppe Wolf here with Mechanized Assault. We got some assault grenadiers already out here for him. Versus Desertfox Rommel fighting for the Soviets on the Eastern Front. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. But nonetheless, fighting here for Comrade Stalin and the glory of the Soviet peoples. With the 3rd Guards Rifle Corps. And he's going straight for Soviet Shock Rifle. And got the soldiers charging in there, sprinting in, but the Conscious managed to make it to the building before them, so there's a nice idea there. Does a bit of damage, ultimately not enough there with his Assault Grenadier. Generally, though, the Germans are not hot on sort of heavily equipping units with submachine guns. They don't, of course, have sort of assault rifles, but generally, with submachine guns, it was sort of more of a case-to-case situation, I imagine, sort of for creating small temporary assault teams. I mean, the Soviets are sort of the ones that actually sort of, on a more organizational basis, actually had sort of, for example, entire companies equipped with it. In fact, later on in the war, most, if not all of their troops were basically equipped with submachine guns to a large extent. There was more rifles that were sort of becoming rarer. So a little fun fact there on sort of organization. Never mind, also assault grenadiers, as they probably call in German, Sturmgrenadier, were actually an entirely different thing. There was in fact a 78th Sturmgrenadier Division, which was actually a sort of more offensively minded infantry division with a large amount of anti-tank guns, heavy mortars, and had its own assault gun battalion attached to it. Also, each, squad was actually heavily equipped with light machine guns, so in that regard, a sort of rather unique unit. Little fun fact there. And those points being secured here so far. Broad approach here from Desertfox Rommel, we'll just call him Desertfox. But sort of approaching sort of broadly that way, sort of spotting out that position of Fortune, pushing out with their Snan March and sort of able to sort of quickly break through the bits where he actually is, sort of trying to surround and envelop him that way. In that way, he sort of initially gains territorial dominance over Fortune after and sort of finding out how to sort of deal with the rest afterwards. But overall here, he's actually pulling back from the assault. He would probably start and gun off a few shots. In this case, he's giving off a few extra free shots there to the assault guns. Now he's actually pulled up at a sort of distance, which is going to have the advantage that the assault gunners MP40s are pretty terrible at range. Meanwhile, though, most of the force are here occupied. We see the Pioneers actually falling back due to the conscript prison there from Desertfox. And what do we have here? We have additional grenadiers here so far. 3 grenadiers and 1 assault grenadier unit here from Fortune. And there you go, quick sprint, making good use to sort of quickly cover the distance. Great uses there of sprint. I mean, if you are going to attack from the head on, try to sort of minimize the time. You are out in the open. Sprint is generally one way of doing it. Smoke. It doesn't actually minimize the time, but then you sort of minimize the time against shot at, for example. But of course, right now at the moment, Fortune lacks smoke, so he couldn't really do anything through that. And so far, again, struggling, sort of maintaining map control here, doing what he can here. Bit limited luck, and there we go. The fighting sort of continues to break. We're seeing Fortune sort of doing many hits, sort of trying to guard this viewpoint as Desertfox constantly tries to harass it and sort of force Fortune of it. Definitely causing Fortune here quite a bit of grief, and again sort of limiting how far he can move and how much of Desertfox's territory he can actually touch. We got a 4th Grenadier squad here, so the SS Kampf was really sort of pouring out with the men here. And certainly SS divisions generally had larger infantry regiments compared to sort of the regular army regiments. So sort of one of the things that also happened after Stalingrad, besides the name changes, there's actually an organizational change where, most infantry regiments for, infantry divisions, panzer divisions, all those were actually cut down. The only ones that except were basically the SS divisions and Rundstitz divisions holding up the coast of Normandy. They also retained it, though they were sort of basically hollowed out and replaced with lower quality troops than, for example, Osttruppen. But still, little fun fact, and only sort of late 1944-45, 1945 there, that the SS divisions basically began to feel they also had to sort of sacrifice a battalion in each regiment. So, very fun fact there, very fun fact. It's probably also one of the sort of larger reasons as to why sometimes the SS division could keep on doing so well as they could, basically because they had a lot more manpower to draw on. So, little fun fact there. And it's definitely not one of the things you generally hear talked about much. Just, you know, oh, they had a lot of guns and spirit and all that, but they also had a lot more manpower in a lot of cases. And that's not something that should be ignored either. Meanwhile, though, Fortune sort of gaining back territory there. He's sort of focusing up his troops a bit more. That way he's giving Desertfox a bit more trouble, a bit more of a headache. He's taken up. We got rough grenades there going off, or at least supposed to. There we go. Come on, Heinrich. It's just a rifle grenade. Molotov's going off as we have Molotov there, sort of denied cover. Overall, making it harder for Fortune to sort of maintain a position. Good, but he is forced to fall back here. Medic bunker up there, or at least halfway. Needs the medic upgrade still, and there we go again. Going for the fuel point. I mean, Desertfox constantly streaming towards it. I mean, it's a good pressure point. That is, you know, a sensitive point that'll generally always draw a response from your opponent. But also, I mean, it's just a vital fuel point. I mean, go away that way, you can sort of slow down Fortune's tech progression overall. So there we go, some good work there. You've got like to make this company up. We finally get the medic upgrade there for the bunker. Fortune quickly splitting up there. Bit risky again. I mean, he does sort of leave himself vulnerable to a counter-attack, but again, he's sort of focusing a bit more forces here. But in this case, he's sort of basically just trying to deny as much territory, sort of try and maybe also force Desertfox to split up a bit and waste a bit of time on him down there. Quickly following up here. Nope. Looked briefly like a half-track was actually going for the scout car. Nice and mobile, could certainly help sort of hold great amounts of territory, but also react faster to Desertfox's infantry movements, in particular with a good upgrade. By the way, this is not really a good infantry building. I mean, only one man can shoot at any time. It's more suited for light machine guns, heavy machine guns, and the likes. For the grenadiers, it's overall just makes it easier for the conscripts to deal with them. So a little thing there to keep in mind. A little thing to keep in mind.
Scout car has arrived.
There you go, like to punch Speedwagon up here for Fortune. Conscripts there fighting, moving in from the north as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal
Shock
our
troopers
sector.
arriving, there we go, what he's been waiting for all this time. Some close quarters troops of his own to deal with the fascists.
We have casualties.
And looks like, oh dear, the grenadier squad went down, looks like a demo charge actually. Early demo charge there from Desertfox at a far out point.
The enemy has engaged us.
And wiping out there, so that was a heavy blow right there to Fortune. He's being headed to the scout. Can you be careful though? In fact, we also hear the Desertfox is prepared. Already researched anti-tank grenades. The scout car subs heavily. Assault doesn't ring, so I'll try and intervene, but not looking good there. Actually, we have an S-mine field in the way there. That's not bad. And actually, oh, charges straight into it here. The shock trooper seems to end up absorbing quite a bit of it. Bit unfortunate there, bit unfortunate there. Plus he lost his scout car, so that was not really good engagement there for Fortune. That rather went against him heavily. And of course the question is what next. But seems like he's taking up there, I suppose, some quick armor. But then again, the constant harassment on the fuel overall leaves. It's going to take him some time before he can actually hit that point. We can actually get to see a quick assault gun or something like that. Or even a flak panther or something. And of course, no sign of taking up here from Desertfox. It could be he's playing for the old meta game. The old meta game. It's a bit hard to say at this point. I mean, he could still just waiting a bit longer before setting up the tank with battalion command. But I mean, he's has gone for shock rifle, and there is a high tendency for a lot of shock rifle players to basically just sort of play for the older stuff. They sort of know and have great success with for a longer period of time. But again, that's again slowly changing, and you know, as time progresses, of course, more of the server players will have to adapt to this as the better players become better sort of striking towards it.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
Granatenwerfer team there arriving. A second shock trooper unit there arriving for Desertfox, giving him quite the sizable assault contingent here. And versus the fascists. Got the assault gun moving in here, going to the building again. Not really a sound bit. Oh, quick grenade assault there. Rather, again, small building odds, which actually makes grenades even more effective, since the thing is you have to sort of consider the building is already a fully 3D, that is, you know. They're sort of positioned different around, and again, where the grenades and land sort of does damage. Again, a small building also serves much more effectively for grenades, since there's less room here for the troops to sort of basically hide in and avoid them. So nicely done there by Fortune, and again, poor decision there by Desertfox. Poor decision. Again, you try and keep that in mind with buildings, windows, size, all that sort of makes for different units sort of more effective, and small buildings like this are not very suited for large conscript squad because again they won't be able to do much, and again they will also be much more vulnerable to grenades.
300 points remaining.
One light machine gun so far. I mean, it's just a spin, of course, a grenade or so probably won't be seeing a lot more soon. Oh, quick retreat there. The shock troops quickly closing. We got shocks coming in from the north as well here. Quick pinch maneuver there from Desertfox versus the SS Kampfgruppe Wolf. Once they have been secured. Conscript sneaking ahead. Might go for the fuel point again. Constantly harassing there. By the way, veteran on the assault gun is a bit rare to see, but generally does help quite a bit there, sort of making them more lethal, but also tougher and nice, harder to deal with for the Russians. We got some Panzers joining in as well. Quick retreat there. Shock to attack up here. Might try and get the mortar crew. Pioneers joining in on the conscript squad here, dealing with some grenadiers. It looks like you've actually seen most of his conscript forces hanging around here, the northern mansion, fighting around here. But not really within sort of support of the buildings. You actually pull towards that so they can get a bit more support out of it. Instead, you know, there's not really much point in having them there since they can't help the rest. And now, in fact, they're isolated. So a bit tactical misdecision there by Desertfox, I feel.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And of course, as you now notice, he's basically closing in on dealing with that. But again, good push here for the fuel. The large clump of forces here, leaving him vulnerable on the rest of the map. So in this case, the response is pretty obvious, though, of course. At the same time, he's trying to sort of save this unit. Panzer taking position in the building. Getting very close, a quick Molotov. But again, ending up right in the retreat path of a lot of good men of the German kind with a lot of sort of high-firing weapons. In this case, they got a bit lucky there. Fortune wasn't quick to sort of get in the way of the unit there. Had he maybe gotten the assault guns right in the path, he probably could have done a lot more damage. But again, quickly pulling back there. Good job there, sensing, you know, he's not going to gain much out of it, so he might as well just pull back here and further annoy Fortune. Nicely timed attempt there on the rifle grenade to sort of catch him while pulling away. Didn't quite succeed. We actually got a tank command going up here, so it's not just playing at the old meta game, he's actually going for some medium armor in the meanwhile, which is not bad. That's in fact pretty good. Ensures you at least have someone we can sort of harass your opponent with, force him to sort of react to that instead of just sort of saving up for a lot more armor later on. So with that, he should have a chance of sort of catching Fortune a bit off guard. In fact, as soon as it's done, he can get in a T-34. Minor fighting here, Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers. Assault guys joining in. Nice mortar there. Basically forcing the Russians to pick that. And there go actually, oh, Germans a bit back, using the scout car for cover, though can't last much longer. Oh, Sturmgeschütz available. Looks like the SS Kampfgruppe Wolf is pulling the MiG. To support, shock troops there pushing back the assault grenadiers. Not looking good here, the Panzer Grenadiers and the Grenadiers. Rifle grenade there, turning things around. Soon the Sturmgeschütz within the day, or at least a bit. Sturmgeschütz either were rather rare in 1944-45. Generally they were part of, well, basically reserve units, training units and the likes. And generally the only time they saw need on the front line was basically in cases where all of a sudden those units were hastily pulled back to the front line or the front line reached them. So a little fun fact there. For example, a bunch of them fought, for example, Stugis fought in Normandy actually, versus, for example, the paratroops and other Americans there, and that was part because, again, there were several training panzer battalions in Normandy which were caught up in the fighting. So, little fun fact there. And he's actually quickly getting a second Stug 3, so adding a little Sturmgeschützbatterie. Eine kleines Batterie. Trying to blast away there at the Bolsheviks. Ach, scheiße, Helmut. Where did you learn to shoot? I didn't, Herr Instructor. That was what we're supposed to learn next week. Ah. Scheiße. We're rushing ahead here. A bit risky, Could get hit with an anti-tank grenade, but then again, so far, he's still not quite gotten a tank, though he's got the resources. And then got T-3476 on the way, meanwhile, infantry getting blasted with the high explosive shells from the Sturmgeschütz. blasting away some constant. Oh, Shock Troopers wiped out. The Stoogies do have a high rate of fire, which can make them quite nasty if you underestimate them. Assault goes fighting in the open. Shock Troopers moving in. Quick. Oh, attempt there at assault, but it didn't quite work out. Stoogies need to rush in and deal with it. And there you go. Shock Trooper unit down to half. Now we actually see Desert Fox's troops are in a very precarious position there. They actually take quite heavy losses. The appearance of the Sturmgeschütz really have taken a lot of casualties in a short amount of time. They've already killed 19 of his men and wiped out one Shock Trooper squad there. The situation is looking less than splendid here for Desert Fox. He's got a tank out now. And the Stoogies will struggle with that. On the other hand, there's also Pack 40 supporting them. So in that regard, there's also going to be some props there for Desert Fox. But there you go, Panzers under fire. Stoogies rushing a bit too far ahead, and there we go. Might see one down. Anti-tank grenade likely being rushed at it. And there you go, damaged engine, ensuring he can't get away. T-34 knocks it out. There's still one Stoogie. He could also try and get behind the Pack 40, knock it up, but nope. He does not choose to do so. Instead, pulling back here. Beating away, might get off some shots there on the Sturmgeschütz, the second one. But needs to get away soon before it gets knocked out. And another unit there lost, actually. I think a mine went off somewhere, killing another demo charge there, by the looks of it, for Desert Fox. They're wiping out another Fortune Spin. Looks like another grenade squad has bit the dust. The fighting is certainly turning violent. The T-34's been put rather far away here for some safe repairs. Only one Sturmgeschütz left, but 13 kills it already, and halfway to veterans in 2. Conscious they're taking a few nasty shots.
Enemy is taking our territory. Standing by. Stock ready. Standing by.
But there you go, staying a nice safe distance. I mean, Desert Fox couldn't consider getting out of field guns to try and help deal with it, but so far there seems to be sort of no interest in it. In fact, though, replacing some of the infantry losses could also be a good idea. Mortify going in there you go again. Veteran 2 already. Shock Troopers down to half health. I mean, this is getting rather grim, and he's calling it another Sturmgeschütz. Another Sturmgeschütz. Ausführung E. And one thing to note, while assault guns and tanks of this gun were basically phased out, they did mount it on other vehicles. For example, half-tracks saw great use there as basically sort of cannon half-tracks to provide infantry support, like the Stoogie in this sort of fashion. Although, of course, with the noticeably less armor, on the other hand, more mobile. In fact, some heavy armored cars like the 234 also were equipped with this gun in a sort of assault gun kit. So, a little fun fact. There we go up north. Veteran infantry for the assault guns. And we could see the conscripts go down. Oh, looks like they got a bit away there. And already halfway to veterans in 3. My God, they are fast learners, aren't they? Looks like another demo charge went down there. The only one pioneer making the way. I told them it was a trap. Said they should not touch the sauerkraut, but see what listen. And meanwhile, finally here, our gun has got wiped out. Fortune's losses keep piling up, and there goes the Sugi moveset. Gets another hit on the T-phone, active penetrate. Another one. Must be one hell of an instructor captaining that one. Troops are reinforcing. Now they're going to squad there to replace the losses here for Fortune. But now it's Desert Fox who's on the back foot here. He suffered losses again. He was rather unprepared for the appearance of the Stoogie. And Fortune's really sort of basically went full metal jackboot right there on Desert Fox. Quick geballte Ladung. Conscious out in the open. Stoogie number 2 of 3 arriving there. Oh dear, right in front of the building there. Commander Heavy 5 Panzers might want to consider pulling out there. There we go. The truck absorbing the first shot there from the T-34. Oh, the Stoogie under fire. Soon from the T-34. And the T-34, by the way, already Veteran 2-1 here. Well, if we get it to Veteran 2, in which case definitely going to be lethal. But there we go, Stoogie. So we get away. There we go. Pack 40 opening up. Oh, close shave right there for the T-34, dodging several shots there. The Stoogie moving in, extremely close to Veterans 3. How will Desert Fox turn this around? Looks like he might be setting up here for an IS-2. It's going to be a bit risky to say the least. We're still going to be some time off. About 2 minutes, but that's not too long again. Maybe 3 actually. Once I remember my mathematics. It's definitely going to be tricky though. I know close to veterans, you 2 right there, in which case it's definitely going to help with a higher rate of fire there versus the Germans.
We are losing a sector.
Securing territory there on the flanks, so drawing away from the stronger centre that Fortune so far has managed to present here. Good job there for the Russians. Also some incendiary barrages. He's might want to consider spending less manpower. If he's really aiming for an IS-2, he should do it as quickly as possible and not, say, get more troops at the time being. I mean, the faster you can get an IS-2 now versus Fortune, the better, since Fortune would certainly struggle a bit with only a Pack 40 and a pair of assault guns of the E model.
Taking our territory.
So that should be something to consider there for Desertfox, rather than expending too much manpower now where he probably really feels like he needs the IS-2. Otherwise he should just, you know, spend the manpower instead. Because again, he's floating a bit, I mean, he's clearly saying for it, so he shouldn't have gone for those conscripts. Had he done it, he probably could have had that IS-2 now-ish, in which case we're probably sort of slowly rolling over Fortune. Let's see how this works out. Stugi receiving repairs. And of course could be here that Fortune's setting up for a Tiger, but it's going to certainly take him quite a bit of while there compared to the IS-2, which is now... Well, he just needs the manpower, really. He just needs the manpower. On the other hand, he should not be moving those conscripts ahead. They're low on health, low on health. Ah, shit, comrades. 32 kills there, and veterans free. That's definitely going to be lethal with a high rate of firing, quite a bit of mobility there. Conscripts in a lot of trouble. Anti-tank grenade went off. And again, seem to note, he's never bothered with a single field gun. He can just sort of create a zone where the Stooges can't operate as easily. Quick turn things around there. Panzer's moving through the north as well. Another company unit. Just get the IS-2, Desertfox. Just get it. And he's actually taken up and he's getting a Stug-G to support. Interesting, interesting. Rare to see someone actually bother with this, you know, considering how heavily he went for the Stug-Gs. Most players who tend to go for that tend to move straight on for a Tiger. But he actually went for a Stug-G, maybe sensing he needed something. Because again, he might be sort of having the idea, oh wait, my opponent might be getting IS-2. And that's not far off, but again, for some reason, Desertfox keeps insisting on, you know, spending manpower on something else. I mean, by now he could have had that a few minutes ago. And that would probably left him a lot stronger than he is now. Stug-G moving ahead there, quick shot, but quick one off. Close to 40 kills though. At this point, I'm pretty sure they've all earned Iron Crosses. 41. But there you go, T-Frame moving in, there you go, Veteran D3 gains hit of Veteran D2 due to the increased experience he gains from his shooting units that are that veteran. A fun little fact there that was sort of added in. Quite like that little addition. Creates a sort of knock-on effect to veterancy. And there you go, going straight for the fuel point again. Assault guns again, not really good at fighting at range here, Fortune. Pull your men back. Will he get the IS-2 this time around, or will he suddenly find something else he needs to spend manpower on? And we've got the regular Sturmgeschütz here, the Stug-G. Probably called in from a Stug-Abteilung. And there you go, IS-2 available. Come on, Desertfox. It's clearly what you've been trying to save up for here. Come on, get it! Still managing to keep up some good pressure there versus Fortune again. The losses, and there we go, finally! He got the IS-2 again. He could have had now, I think, maybe 4 minutes earlier. And now there's a lot more to sort of deal with the IS-2, and a lot more to press him. And again, missed an opportunity to sort of a bit more time between, say, something else following up on the other things here. There you go, T-35 assaulting the lone. Stoogie, he might get it. Veteran to 2, closing in on Veteran to 3. Needs to be careful though. There you go, Stoogie kaput. Stoogie moving in, but there you go, nice rear hit there. Pack 40 setting up as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Damage then given, he's in front of the Pack 40. No, no. He moves front. Oh, he stands around. Ah, what are you doing? Scheiße. Not really well handled there. He should have just moved on or moved behind the Stoogie Modo here, but instead he got a bit indecisive and got caught here in front of the Pack 40s. Arca fine, all he needs to do here is just, well, just turn a bit around. But there you go, IS-2 arrives. Joseph Stalin 2. Sequel to Joseph Stalin, which never saw any usage, really. But it was a good hit there on the Stoogie. Gained a bit of efficiency on that. Almost knocking out, in fact. Closing in here on the Stoogie. Right in front of the Pack 40. There you go. Target weak point. Good shooting, Heinz. And there you go. IS-2 taking a lot of damage, but still also doing quite a bit. And that, in fact, closing quickly in on Veteran T1. And there we go. I think, actually, here what here happened is basically, and that's a great move, Fortune actually used his more to lay down a smoke screen to ensure his other units weren't wiped out by the retreating IS-2, because your one good shot there from the IS-2 could have knocked out one of the Pack, for example. Wiping out the Veterans, of course, the Veterans being a lot more costly to gain now for the Pack 40, of course. That's not a bad move. Seeing a sector Stoogie arriving there, that's not bad either, in fact. Nicely done there. Nicely done there. Though a bit rare to see again. But he's probably sensing, you know, going for a Tiger straight away would probably be harmful. I'm trying to give the IS-2 more time to dominate. Of course, I mean, if Desertfox is going to play for another IS-2, he needs to get a fuel cache to sort of speed up the process. But of course, he has the IS-2, he needs to use it as aggressively possible. It's a good thing he's got more than one engineer to sort of help speed up the repairs. Otherwise, we would hang bang here a lot more of the time. Hang back. And not really get a lot done. Which is something you want to avoid, you know, with your armor. But in particular, the heavier tanks, you know, the more time spent in the base not doing anything, it's just basically resources wasted and gives your opponent more time to do whatever they want. Stu moving up here, quickly getting off a few good kills, more to cleared out. Some intense fun here for the center. Grenadier forced away. Nice geballte Ladung, and we see Veteran 3 for the Panzergrenadiere. Tong. Oh dear, Veteran 3 on these shock troopers. Closing in and getting the grenades, looks like they will escape. No! Scheiße! Wiped out, and luckily, at least not light machine guns are dropped. Though, of course, with Desertfox, it's unluckily no one dropped. Now we got the IS-2 moving ahead here. A demo charge in the middle of the road there. An interesting position. And again, rapidly moving up for the Stoogie. 46 kills. 47. Shocked as much as getting out of there. And conscript charging into the center, just getting hammered. In particular, the conscript, or the assault guns here, standing in ambush nicely there behind the bushes. Now rushing out in the open, but then quickly getting focused down. We got the IS-2 here trying to hunt down the Stoogie, but again, Veteran 3, it's a lot more nimble, it's a lot more mobile, and can much more easily escape the wrath of the Joseph Stalin tank. Now the Stoogie, they're repairing its engines, but soon be ready to sort of join in here. Pack here ready to sort of deal with the IS-2. Missed there. Careful, Ivan. There goes Stoogie, fires. Fails to hit. Or at least fails to penetrate. Either way, IS-2 escapes unscathed. Looks like he's on the prowl though. He's going in there with the Stoogs after it. A bit risky, a bit risky. Shot went through. It's the glory of Deutschland. More shots going up. They got the Pack 40 joining as well. Target. Oh, he's got munitions for target weak point. Veterans one for the Stoogie. Stoogs need to be careful. They can't withstand a lot of shots from the IS-2 before they get knocked out. Well, it's actually time for the mid-game analysis. Counter situation here. Desertfox is a bit short on territory. That's definitely sort of one thing. On the other hand, he's got a bit more infantry than his opponent. He's also got the heaviest tank on the field. On the other hand, Fortune's got the Veteran 3 Stoogie. That's definitely an infantry kill. He's also got several assault guns in that regard, and he's got the armor numbers advantage. And he can certainly also lay down some vicious fire here versus the IS-2 under the right conditions. He's also got a Veteran 2 Pack 40 plus several veteran infantrymen of quite sort of, you know, vast amount of firepower, which also makes it difficult for Desertfox seems to move about. He needs to do something about that. One option, of course, is also to try and minimize the harassment here from the Stoogie, because as you know, he sort of likes to do that here. A T-34 to support things might work out as a good thing there. Quickly sort of dealing when these two seeds come up there, and then quickly hunt it down before anything can help to arrive and sort of deal with it. That's one way. In fact, you could soon get two T-34s out, in which case you could also sort of quickly flank, say, the German positions here from the south, maybe while the IS-2 moves in from the centre, maybe in conjunction with an incendiary artillery barrage that could maybe actually deliver a crushing blow to Fortune, knocking him out of the game. So that's another consideration. If he's going for another IS-2, though, he should consider another fuel cache and otherwise, preserving manpower for it. So you can get it quickly instead of what last time we could easily gotten, minutes ago, but ended up waiting almost 5 minutes before getting it. So, time wasted is something you should try and avoid if possible. More mines, more demo charges would also be a good choice of trying that way catch up a lot more of Fortune's infantry and whatnot, particularly in catching some veteran infantry in a demo charge knocking them out is definitely going to hurt Fortune a lot. But the priority here is basically getting that Stug E knocked out, preferably also the Pack 40. Of course, the Stugs are going to be a problem, but currently they have less veterancy, so while they are potent, they won't be, quite as potent as, say, either of these two. In particular, if the Pack 40 here hits veterancy, it's going to be very difficult for Desertfox to get a lot of his IS-2 due to its high rate of fire and the high penetration it'll have. But Fortune, of course, is going to be about, keeping these things alive. The Pack 40 there basically sort of figuring out with the IS-2 strikes to sort of push it away, do some damage, keep it down, and otherwise strain out the life here on Desertfox using the Stoogie. I mean, that's really sort of his ace up the sleeve at the moment, this Stoogie ace. And again, cause as much damage to the infantry as humanly possible. Mine down some approaches, telemines, S-mines, the likes there, sort of try to draw him into some kill zones that way. Maybe save up for a Tiger right now, could work out. I mean, he's definitely got some arm out on the field to sort of work himself towards that, so that could actually work. So that would definitely be an idea there. But back to the fighting. Stug needs to pull back there, got counter-exhausting ahead. Stug fine. Oh, anti-tank grenade, and Scheisse, it got knocked out. 53 kills, damaged engine. Again, we got the Pack 40 here covering, ensuring the IS-2 cannot pursue. At least not easily. But a tragic loss there for Sturmgeschütz. Certainly quite a few assault guns here from the Germans in this battle. And he's moving straight here for the enemy base of all things. Consider being made short work here by the highly veteran Panzerists, quick tearing through them. But the IS-2s returning in favour there. Veterans who won 6 kills. Tushka on top, by the way. He's really trying to sort of get some units wiped to at least cost. Oh! Good lord. Definitely a good hit there. But the casualties are heavy. The casualties are heavy. The IS-2, though, will again need to be repaired. And in about, well, 3 minutes, you could probably have another IS-2 out. Maybe 4, no, 3.5. But the question is, will he sort of be aiming towards that? Troops are rebuilding. The SS Kampfgruppe Wolf replacing losses as the 2nd Guards Rifle Corps moves ahead.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Good bit of shooting there. Quick Molotov there versus the Grenadiere. Almost got the IS-2 ready.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Northern victory point under harassment. Fortune definitely a bit dragging behind there as well. But there you go again. Dual commies ensure some swift repairs on the IS-2, and it should be ready now to fight the fascist scourge again. But again, Stug striking north here. 59 kills!
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
IS-2 actually making its way through the centre. Pack 40's not quite there, and we got. Oh! Stug here exposed to this IS-2.
Forces are securing our territory.
Incendiary barrage going down here. That's quite the miss there, blowing up a tree. It was a fascist tree, comrade. From it came the fruits of Hitlerism. Troops reinforcing their building. Fortune holding back his forces while once more reconstituting them, getting his armor repaired. Definitely starting to seem like he's aiming for a Tiger tank now. And, oh dear, made off here with the Granatenwerfer.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh dear, grenades got almost wiped here by the IS-2. That was close to getting ugly. Assault gunners might be next though. Out if set they can't hit. There we go, one good hit there. Stoogie firing up on the IS-2. Closing in on Vetri 2. That's definitely bad news there then for Fortune. If that happens, they'll need more accuracy, but also a longer range on it. There you go, good hit. Of course, again, the veterans of these Stoogie giving more experience. So that's also something actually has to be careful with, since risks giving the IS-2 their long experience. There we could see the Stu getting lost. Scheiße. And that didn't even gain veterans one, but there we go. Manages to make us escape there. But again, now very close to veterans 2, very close, and the increased range and accuracy. In which case, the Stu will certainly no longer have the advantage in range versus it, which is what they actually otherwise do. Just that so far, Fortune not got anything to really spot for them, just us exploit it versus Desertfox here. Quad here and again, numerous engineers to work on it compared to Fortune only working one pioneer called slow repairs. Of course, the Stoogs are the lower health, so of course they can be fast repairs. I mean, that's something that can sort of mitigate that, but I mean, more pioneers will still quickly get back in the fight there. But now, Tiger has arrived from the 102nd SS Schwer Panzerabteilung. Stoogie moving ahead again. Shot bounced, naturally. Missed! Come on, Boris! Where did you land to shoot? There you go, Veteran 2, increased accuracy. That's definitely going to make it more lethal versus infantry as well, including alongside that range increase. There we go, shot down the Tiger. The Tiger can't respond again to the IS-2 crew, being able to better get more of the shots. There we go, good hit on the Stoogie. 61 kills though. Meanwhile, catching some grenades here. A lot of forces should actually be up the conscripts here, sort of guard another path there, opening up from more sides. Nice drop grenade response from Fortune. Nice two missed. Gonna say that shot in trouble. There you go, Veterans won the Stoogie. Tired quite a while there from getting in. Again, he's just, you know, he's not aiming for the IS-2 when he clearly could. At the very least, he was going to keep floating manpower like that, you know, just get some teeth heady force. Could at least, you know, that way pressure his opponent a bit more, but it's just not quite happening. So again, you know, Desertfox needs to sort of focus a bit more properly on it. A bit more focused on it. MG crew there advancing. We got the Granatenwerfer shooting away. Once more closes the building. Heavy losses to the advancing Grenadier. Victory points constantly shifting hands here, but again, Fortune slowly draining out. What do we have there? I think he placed another demo charge down there. Don't you think it might be a bit obvious, Vasily? I don't know. I just like putting down explosives. Pack 40 creeping up here. Conscripts moving in and right in front of the Tiger and the Stoogie. Bad news there for the comrades. Quickly suffering some rather punitive losses, wiping out a unit there for him. And again, he just keeps expending manpower on more infantry. Again, he should be getting an IS-2 and then get infantry. I mean, had he done that sooner, he probably could have had another IS-2 there to sort of really pressure Fortune much more heavily. But again, it's just not quite happening.
Have 300 points remaining. Increase your efforts.
Veterans of the Panzer was here fighting a desperate fight. 30 kills on them, by the way. 64 on the Stoogie. And he just keeps, you know, making the same move. Pack 40 there in preparation for that. And infantry up, he needs to get away before the Stoogie wipes them out. 67. 69. Incendiary bears going on that Pack 40 again. None of the shots actually land on it. Talk about rubbish luck. But the IS-2 is very close. It's eventually 3. And if that happens, that's going to be bad news. We do be more maneuverable and have a high rate of fire. We actually seen the Stoogie moving. It looks like he might try and make an assault down the IS-2. There we go. Shot went off. Stoogie moving in from that angle. Is he going to go for target weak point or what? I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking. Yeah, there we go. Target weak point. Looks like shot failed to penetrate, though. Can happen. It only doubles the penetration, and the Stoogie does have a low penetration, so no guarantee. A bit of risk there. He probably wouldn't bet off. Oh, he even did it with the Stoogie, but that also failed. Shit. He did gain veterancy too, though. Achtung. Shoots up as well there. But now he got Desertfox in the warpath. He's extremely close. And there we go. Killing shot on the Stoogie. Gives him veterancy 3. And again, he just keeps spending manpower. Again, it's due to the fact, again, he's been so slow to getting more armor to cover things up. He just loses tons of men to the Stoogie. I mean, in that regard, you know, there's a bit of sort of follow-up effect there. So the more he just keeps, you know, getting that without getting armor, he loses more men to Stoogie, which then forms to get more infantry again, sort of delays some more armor. So in that regard, you know, Desertfox, he just, you know, needs to sort of grin and bear it and get some more armor. He also needs to grab the little G. Because right now he's in a sort of position where he's basically still going to bleed out, where Fortune will like to be laughing all the way. Oh dear, Grenadiers, bit of bad position. And kaput. "29 kills there. Not bad at all, but of course nothing compared to the mighty Stoogie with 70 kills. I'm pretty sure someone's enjoying a Knight's Cross in there right now. For an excellent job in blowing up lots of Russians, you are hereby awarded the Knight's Cross. 28 kills though on the assault gun. That's pretty impressive. Tiger rolling forwards. And there you go, light machine gun in the conscripts. But right in front of a Tiger, and of course the veterans, the 3 Panzers with 32 kills as well. Light machine gun up the Panzers, might check it. Oh, scheisse, that's going to be bad for the Russians. And again, he just keeps moving ahead, you know. I mean, in that regard, you know, well, there's some clever play there from Desertfox. At the same time, it seems like to sort of, you know, hit a spot there where you know, you need to do something else. At this point, he's partly just throwing away infantry if he, you know, does change things up. There you got the veteran 3, IS-2 moving ahead there. High rate of fire again, high range. Needs to pull back though. Veterancy 2, Pack 40. Might soon be veterancy fleet there. There we go, nice hit on the Tiger. Tiger though, half weight to veterancy 2 itself. And again, the Stoogie, what does it do? Counter the infantry up north. 72 kills. An absolutely devastating assault gun. There we go. IS-2 gets off another hit down the Tiger as it gets a bit too close. Currently trying to win out the victory points. There we go. Nice hit from the IS-2 on the rear of the Stoogie. I mean, if you just had a mortar for someone smoke down the Pack 40, could probably make another incendiary barrage. And again, repairs on the IS-2 to quickly get it moving. Might he actually get another IS-2 soon? Got a second Pack 40 up here actually from Fortune to try and deal with this armoured Scheisse. But there's definitely a difference in force size. Again, this Stoogie definitely doing a lot of the work here for Fortune, and the comfort. You might not want to move your men into the fight, just a suggestion. S minefield coming there. Gutes Arbeit. There you go, nasty hit on the infantry, but needs to be careful the Pack 40 doesn't get a penetrating hit, thus veterancy. There we go, veterancy, higher rate of fire, higher penetration values, and there you go. Bad news for the IS-2. There you go, seeing shock troops flanking in here. Good job, good job. We've got the Stoogie covering here. And it is quick to inflict a terrible toll there on the shock troopers. Another Stug all of a sudden. That's a surprise.
Assault gun standing by.
And finally he gets the second IS-2. I mean, it took like 20 minutes to get the next one. There's definitely some problems there for Desertfox in terms of strategy. I mean, it's good he's concerned about you preserving a good infantry force, but sometimes, you know, he has to sort of make a decision.
Our sector.
In that regard, he has a bit of a hard time there. In that regard, I think the problem here for Desertfox maybe is a bit, you know, Desertfox is thinking in the longer term. Looks like he's trying to make an assault here, straight through the centre with the IS-2s. He might be heading straight into the pack line. There we go, nice hit though there. Need to knock it out, though. Pack 40 there firing, knock it out. MD42 wiped out, but get the Pack 40. Get the Veteran 3 Pack 40, that ought to be your main priority here. That thing is absolutely lethal, otherwise pull back for repairs again, force him to come to you. No, he actually does it, head-on assault here. Taking heavy fire from the Pack 40 to get the Pack 40 really is the prime part here now. Tiger, and there goes stun. The IS-2 there, the less veteran one. Kaput. Veteran 2 for the Tiger, increasing its accuracy and its range. And now, Fortune striking out to the counter-attack here. He might just have what he needs now. So basically break Desertfox, despite everything. Tiger moving ahead. Ooh, got it stunned. Tiger weak point, failing to penetrate. Could get the Tiger there, but again, as soon as the Pack 40 moves out, it's going to be bad news. Shocking the crew. Incendiary Bear's going down to cover the victory point. Almost got it. Almost got the Tiger. I mean, that veteran of the IS-2 with 40 kills is definitely devastating. But again, the amount of fire that's just going in again, that's veteran 3 Pack 40 is an absolute killer. And there you go. IS-2 abandoned. The crew is killed. Some good preservation there on Fortune and his Pack 40 there. That was definitely something that helped him win the game in the end as well. And now it's going to move in to see if we can't knock out that IS-2 for good. Sending in his assault guns. Not the Tigers sort of delivered the killing blow. That's interesting. Light artillery barrels in. Well, that rather looks like GG, if anything. He's barely got any units left now. He's barely got any, well, armor. That's basically just for the sliver of health. He's got no units to repair it. His opponent on the hand's got 75 kills on his Stug 3, a Tiger veteran 2, a Pack 40 veteran 3. I mean, he's got a, well, somewhat larger force, but more importantly, it's a highly veteran force. I just don't see any way, despite Fortune also himself having a small infantry complement, that basically that Desertfox can bounce back from this. Unless Fortune basically loses his internet connection or something. Now the incendiary barrels again, the Panzers here, 40 kills! Absolute kills there, veteran feeling like machine gun, there we go! 42! They have achieved Zen and understood the meaning of life, or, you know, they've just killed 42 guys. In which case, he might get an Iron Cross. And a little note from the Führer saying he really appreciates the efforts on the front line. And thinks they're really, really cool. There you go again, likes his machine gun gewehr, veteran 3 Panzer Grenadiers. Surprised enough, Desertfox still holding on though. And there we go in the end, surrenders. Game over here. A loss to the Soviet Union, a victory here for Germany and Fortune. A rather close fight at times. In the end though, I mean, the problem was basically he just kept throwing away infantry and he kept delaying any further armor, overall giving, you know, Fortune the armor advantage, allowing him to sort of strike here and there, draining out infantry again. He needs something to do with that Stug E, but he never quite did. He just kept sacrificing infantry, making it stronger. Bleeding manpower and again delaying his second IS-2, which maybe had been able to do something about it. I mean, had he done for it fast, I'm pretty sure he could have before 30 minutes, and that would make things a lot more difficult for Fortune. Instead, it came up 20 minutes after the first one. I mean, that's That's not quite right. So that was sort of one of the big strategic mistakes there from Desertfox. He could also have done with more flanking. And again, you know, he seemed to sort of waste infantry. That was sort of one of his major issues, to be honest, right there. But there was some nice play from him, some good use of his armor at times, good use of his infantry, and so on. But again, in the longer term, some things just sort of went down. Fortune held out there. Good use of assault guns, good use of Stook E, Stook G, Tiger and Pack 40. Good use in preserving. I mean, a lot of players tend to sort of throw it away. But again, you know, now in particular with the veterans nerfs, it is much more vital to sort of preserve it. Had it not been for the Veteran 3 Pack 40, he probably could have lost this, because its excess penetration, high rate of fire definitely helped there versus the Veteran 3 IS2. So that was quite important there. There could have been some bit more mines up from Fortune, but otherwise, you know, good mining, by the way, from Desertfox also with the demo charge. There's overall an interesting fight there. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you some ideas for your matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments. If you do send a replay, do provide some information about it and a link to where you are on the leaderboards. So, anyways, thank you all and see you tomorrow. Bye.